Welcome. Kevin here. Hey, today we're going to be heading to the Valley of Fire in Nevada. It's kind of out toward Lake Mead. We're going to be taking the I-15, and I believe it's been about 10 or more years since I've been out to the Valley of Fire. So this is going to be a fun trip, not only for me and for you. So we're going to explore together and see what we can get into. But it's about 47 miles away from Las Vegas, and then the return trip. So you're looking at a good 100 miles. Plus, you're going to stay pretty much along the road the Valley of Fire kind of goes through. So, or it goes through the Valley of Fire. And so it's going to be fun. We're going to see some ancient petroglyphs, and we're going to see some beautiful sights. So I look forward to you coming along. It's going to be an amazing journey, a helpful journey. It's actually pretty easy to get to. It's 47 miles outside of Las Vegas. It's by one of the Indian reservations and Lake Mead. So you could actually kill two birds with one stone. So right now we're getting on to the I-15. Boo-ah. We're getting on to the I-15, and this will continue to take us out to the Valley of Fire. Train. See a train? There's a train. It's a long one too. Got a lot of cargo on it. Fun pics of trains. All right, so we're getting closer. This sign says entering Mawapa River Indian Reservation. So Valley of Fire, Lake Mead, 1 mile ahead. You can see there's a gas station. This place out here has fireworks, gas, restaurant. I think it even has casino machines, gambling machines out here. Valley of Fire, Lake Mead, 1/2 mile. This is exit 75. And we are heading, you can see this right here. We need to yield. But this is the casino, smoke shop. So we're not going to stop there, but that's it right here. I've actually, my wife and I actually stopped here and gambled one time. It's kind of boring. From what I remember, they have a lot of old machines and things. You know, my wife likes the newest, and I do too. Looks like we're entering the Valley of Fire area. So we are actually here. I haven't been here a long time. It's becoming jam-packed nowadays. Here's the sign for the Valley of Fire State Park. And then this is the fee area. We're just waiting now to get through the fee area. So come back. All right, we're getting closer to the fee station. So this guy over here is actually driving around telling people to have their $15 ready before they get up here. So they got to have their money. So we got through the fee station. Actually, for Nevada residents, it was only $10. So if you're a Nevada resident, it's $10 and $15 for everybody else. So nanny boo boo. Right now it is 63 degrees out. The weather's fantastic. Look at all this green out here. But most importantly, look at the red rock in front of us. My gosh, look at we went to Red Rock yesterday, but there's a lot of red rock out here as well. So it's cool out here. love this. So it's fun to just come here if you want just to take a quick drive. I know it's a long way to take a quick drive, but I think it's well worth it. You're gonna see that it's absolutely well worth it. So here we are. We're coming up on our first locale. Oh my gosh! Look at this over here. That is a cool peak that you can kind of climb on. This is called Beehives, and you can actually come out here with groups. So we're at the Beehives. Oh, Beehive! Oh man, this is awesome. I haven't been out here in so long. This is gonna be so cool. Here's a map. Here you got the Beehives. The beehives not only demonstrate the unique design that can be created by nature, but is an excellent representation of geological cross-bedding. Those are the groove lines going in different directions. The layers or beds represents different layers of silt that are deposited at different times. And then this down here says there are numerous examples of cross-bedding throughout Valley of Fire. All right, so we're gonna start heading down. This might be a little treacherous. People sticking rocks inside these holes. Oh, look out in the distance. Let's head out there. There's actually a rock that's teetering on top of another rock. You see that out in the distance? That is really cool. It's kind of hanging on for dear life. Go in behind this little area, get away from the crowd. There's a lot of people here. This is a good time to come here this time of the year. 63, I guess I said earlier. So well worth coming out here. Wish there were some petroglyphs or something here, but we're gonna have to go further in. But look, it's funny. People are putting rocks up on top of on the shelf there and inside the little holes and things like that. Look at the formations on these rocks. This must be the pee area. You pay money, people come out here to pee. Look at that little crevice right there. Absolutely pretty. The sandstone. There's grass growing up there. Grass growing up there. Look, from here, and look, it just comes all the way down. This big giant rock comes all the way down to here. That's cool. Kind of extends out. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful, huh? And then you can pan. That's actually across the street. That rock, those two rocks over there. And then you got this one out here in the middle of nowhere. And you got these big rusty color, it's all rusty colors out here. Gorgeous. Look, the red is just spectacular. When you come across, you get that red color. That's nice. That's nice. All right, well, we're going to start heading to the next location. All right, we're at the Beehives. We're just about to leave. And me and a bunch of other people are leaving too. So this is the first little area that you come across. I want to get down to a location where they have the petroglyphs. But isn't this amazing? That's where I was. That's where I was. And then you've got all of this incredible beauty. It just keeps on going. Open sunrise to sunset. Anyone caught after sunset, it said, is trespassing. They're strict out here. Caution, debris and water over road ahead. Nah, not right now. All right, there's the visitor center. Hopefully it'll be a pretty cool place to go. All right, we've arrived at the visitor center. Hopefully we'll learn something cool about Valley of Fire. Even though there's no need for horns, people still use their horns. Says a complex fault. Muddy mountain thrust, vanishing sea, an ancient sea. It's a window on the past. Welcome to the Valley of Fire. I guess this must be the flora and fauna in the area. Turtles, squirrels, cacti, hummingbirds. I like this. Water. There is that rock. Oh, these look cool. Like old dwellings. These are what the petroglyphs kind of look like. We got a ton of those. So the Desert Wash. It's a gift shop. They walked the valley. Petroglyphs. Drawings made on cliff faces, borders, and bedrock were a major art form for Americans' early people. Beehive. Oh, look at the natural bridge. Or an arch. The gypsum people. The basket makers. Anasazi Pueblo. Oh, look at the diorama. Like the dioramas. Remains of the past. Yeah, just your, unfortunately, typical boring with these little dioramas and things like that. What in the world is this? That doesn't look like anything I've ever seen. Warm and shallow, teeming with life. Oh, it's supposed to be underwater. For 400 million years, marine animals and plants thrived in the sunlit depths of the watery world. 500 million years ago, this desert was a sea. Our fractured planet. Bighorn sheep. There's some great areas. Look at the other little guys. Look at him. He'd be a cute little pet to have on your couch. There's another little pet to have in your backyard. That guy's tough. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the gift shop. Valley of Fire gift shop. All right, nice to be out of the gift shop. I'm going to come back here and see what... the plight of women everywhere does not end in Las Vegas. Women have to wait for the bathroom everywhere. I bet I could just walk right in the men's area. So, isn't that beautiful? Very pretty. No hummingbirds that I see. All right, let's go to the bathroom. So the plight of women continues. All right, we're heading out of the Red Rock Visitor Center, and we're gonna go continue the journey. All right, so I stopped at a stop, and it's called the Seven Sisters. So I assume it has to do with the number of rock formations that are kind of jutting out. But look at behind the scenes, there's this thing. What unusual thing is this back here? I would think it would be some kind of container or something. But look, it's built up, and then it's behind this berm that kind of blocks it. But here are the Seven Sisters. I'm assuming that's number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8. So maybe that little one doesn't count for anything. But Seven Sisters, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we can see. Beautiful, huh? Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, Seven Sisters. So it's kind of cool, but if you look at all of this grass, all this green, that's all part of that atmospheric river. I mean, look at all this grass. Look at all this grass. It's amazing. And look at how green everything is out there. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, we're leaving the Seven Sisters. Here's one of the sisters right here in front of me. It's huge. All right, but we're gonna get back on. Again, we just left the Seven Sisters. I have no idea what's coming up. We're just taking this minute by minute, and I'm enjoying the hound out of it. This area right out here is called the cabins, and I guess you can kind of see why. There's those really unique cabins that somebody probably built, but that's coming up. There's picnic tables here so you can have your lunch, and there's not a whole lot else out here except for these cabins, but we're gonna go up and we're gonna go in them. Let's go in them. All right, so there's actually nice restrooms here. I don't know if they're open. I haven't checked them. And then right here we have a nice picnic area. And you've got these amazing, towering red rock. Right over there is why we stopped. We want to see the cabins. And look, there's like little steps here. It's almost perfect steps. To the cabins. Let's see what they are. Here's one of them. Oh, look at that. A fireplace. You know, when you live in a cabin out in the middle of nowhere, you kind of want a fireplace. And then it's exit. Let's go see if they all have fireplaces. Hello, is anybody home? Oh, I see you have a fireplace. My cabin has a fireplace too. Look at the wooden beams and the roof. And they each have a window. And it looks like they're framed. So at one point you might have been able to get glass in there. But this is kind of it. Kind of cool. Fireplace. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a fireplace in your apartment? Peekaboo. All right. Yeah. Look, when you're faced with an alley, you got to take it. Yep. A lot of people have walked back here. It's kind of cool. Hello, may I come in? Oh, this one's even up. I like this fireplace the best. Yeah, I would take this one. I've lived in worse. Clovis, New Mexico, I lived in a efficiency while I was going to Eastern New Mexico University. And I would have rather stayed here. So that's saying something about the home that I was temporarily living in. It was cheap though. It was like, I guess it was like $90 a month. And I always paid her in advance when school was about to start. So I had it all the way for the 9 months. I generally ended up paying for summer and everything. Oh, look, there's a little bit of water over there. But look at this. Could you imagine before time and how quiet and peaceful this place was? Absolutely pretty. And I know I said absolutely too much, but all right, let's start heading back to the car and head to the next location. All right, so I'm still at the cabins, but I wanted to read this sign. I was kind of interested what it's all about. So the cabins. These 3 cabins were built by the Civilian Conservation Corps, CCC, soon after the Valley of Fire became a state park in 1935. They are constructed of native sandstone and were used for many years to shelter campers and travelers visiting the park. The cabins are now being preserved as a reminder of the work accomplished by the CCC throughout Nevada under the able direction of Colonel W. Miller, Nevada's first State Park Commission chairman. We salute you, Colonel Thomas M. Miller, W. Miller. Approximately 9,000 persons visited the newly established Valley of Fire State Park in 1936. Today, several hundred thousands enjoy the park each year, and that's for sure. Okay, we're going to get back on the road. All right, we are leaving the cabins. We just finished those up, so now we're heading on to the next location. I didn't want to stop at this one on the right because I think the more important ones, and we're kind of getting limited on time. It's becoming about 3 o'clock. Now, I have no idea when sunset is, but I don't want to be caught trespassing. They're a little harsh around here, so I'm going to get out of here as quickly as I can, but I am still going to cover as much as I possibly can. See, there's the sign for the cabins. It told me to go this way. And now we're going to continue on our quest. Oh, I had to kind of get this area. This is really pretty right here. I have no idea what it is, but man, the red rocks are spectacular. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, look. I believe that is where somebody actually died. I think I'm going to go out there. I'm going to look at this little... All right, so this sign says, in memory of Sergeant John J. Clark. John J. Clark was born in Canada in 1844. He enlisted as a private in Company F of the New York Infantry in 1862, serving actively in the Civil War. After being shot in the hand and contracting typhoid fever, I wonder if those things are related. He was honorably discharged 6 March 1863, so a year after serving. He was honorably discharged 6 March 1863 as a sergeant in Company B of the New York Cavalry. Following his discharge, Sergeant Clark immigrated to Southern California while traveling from Bakersfield to Salt Lake City on a buckboard. He stopped near this spot, tied his horse to the back of the wagon, and wandered around, possibly looking for water. Eventually, he crawled under his buckboard and died, presumably from thirst. Several days before his body was found, 30th June 1915. That's an interesting story. Sad story, but interesting. So maybe his remains are actually over there. Let's go find out. All right, so that was a little hike. Not too bad. Came from up there, over there. And now have arrived at the memorial for Sergeant Clark. John G. Clark, Sergeant Company B, 13 New York Cavalry, Civil War. He obviously didn't die during the Civil War, but kind of a weird thing that in 1915, he died under his wagon of thirst. So I guess it could be because it's a long distance from here to Las Vegas or anywhere else. So, you know, you can't find water. You can't find water. The thing is, see right there? That's like a gully. And when I was walking across it, it was wet. I mean, you know, muddy wet. And so I can imagine this was probably a smart idea to come here and look for water. With all these rock formations, you're bound to find a pool somewhere. But yeah, it's too bad. All right, let's get back on the road. We just saw John G. Clark, Sergeant John G. Clark. I salute you, buddy. All right, we just left the marker for Sergeant Clark. That was pretty interesting. It's kind of cool that they paid respect to the guy too, seeing as how he was a military veteran. We should always respect our veterans. All right, so we're coming up on the Seven Sisters. So right after we pass the Seven Sisters, we should be able to take a right, and that takes us on even further on our journey. So this is Seven Sisters, and we're almost to the turn. Mouse's tank. So it was back here. It was back here where the visitor center was. This might have some interesting switchbacks here. All right. Don't go too far to the right. It could be a plunge to your death. Wow. Look at all these vehicles. Looks like they've been jeeping. Looks like a group. Done that before. Had a lot of fun jeeping in like Mount Charleston, outside of Pahrump. Here's the Mouse's tank. So this is where I am going to get off. And I found a parking spot. Parking spot. All right. Oh, this is cool. Like, beautiful. All right, let's get out and take a look. All right, so this is Mouse's tank. I'm not exactly sure why it's called Mouse's tank, but we're about to find out. So keep following with me. Mouse's tank trailhead. Stay on trail. 3/4 mile. Easy. Mouse's tank is named after Mouse, an outlaw who used the natural water basin as a refuge for drinking water. The collected water gave him relief as he spent days, even months, hiding out. Mouse's tank trail is also known for its ancient Native American rock art, date back 2,000, 4,000 years ago. This is the main reason why I wanted to come over here, ladies and gentlemen, to see the petroglyphs. This must have been a great place for like a party for the Indians to come here and kind of, because this is a ceremonial place. They didn't live here. All right, what do you think of that? I couldn't even begin to tell you what all that stands for. You know? Like some kind of crop maybe right here. Yeah. I'm sure there's a lot more. I see people walking back over to the right of us. All right. We're gonna go see if we can find more. Somebody said there was more back here, so
I'm taking advantage of it.
we're actually gonna go. Check it out. More Indians partying back here. What a cool place to hang out and chill out. Back in the day, I bet it was so super quiet. The only people that came here were your friends and family, celebrate, doing some rituals, ceremonies. Beautiful dog.
Hey, thanks.
Is there more petroglyphs down that way?
Oh, yeah, quite
Ton
a
of
bit.
them.
There's all
Okay.
sorts of them.
Yeah.
All
Did,
sorts. Just keep your eyes peeled. You'll see tons.
yeah, was it fun? Did you have a
yeah.
good time?
Oh yeah. Are you very recording me? Yeah, it was a really good time.
Okay, cool.
It's very pleasant.
All right, man. Thank you. All right, so there's a whole bunch up there. There's a whole ton. I don't know if you can see that, but it's... I mean, that whole thing right there is like Petroglyph City.
Right. We're just supposed to figure it out.
Check that out.
We're just speculating, asking questions. It's really incredible, though. Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. There's more up further. It's like they liked the contrast, so they did
That
it all.
kind of makes you wonder if there was a lot more here that has worn off.
Falling off, yeah.
Yeah, if that black has whatever that is.
I agree with you 100%. It looks like everywhere there was contrast, they did it on. Yeah, this is definitely my favorite spot for looking at petroglyphs and things. All right, so lots of petroglyphs, a lot of things to look at. This is mouse tanks, but this is cool because it just keeps going back. Mouse's tank. I think this has been one of my favorite hikes in Vegas so far. I mean, I've been on some amazing trails. This is spectacular. All right, it could probably go on for hours. So I think I'm going to head back to the car, head back to Vegas. Thank you for joining me. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the sights. And let's head back. Look what I get to walk in. All right, see you soon. All right, that was Valley of Fire. Amazing, huh? Mouse's tank was amazing with all the petroglyphs. And, you know, the cabins and all kinds of things. It's just absolutely beautiful out here. So I hope you get a chance one day to come out here. And if you do, comment on this video. Hopefully this video made you decide to come out here. It's beautiful. And it's a quick trip. It's only about 45 minutes out here. 45 minutes back to Vegas. It is a pay area. It's $15 for non-residents and $10 for Nevada residents. So a bargain. So, all right, take care. Thank you for stopping. It was an amazing journey, a helpful journey.